Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Kenton Wakes Up. I'm Dr. Kenton. In the cup today is the last of the Starbucks Siren Blend. Yes, it lasted a week. Froze it. Oh, it's pretty tasty. Would I buy another bag? Probably. Will I buy another bag tomorrow when I have a chance to go to Starbucks? Probably not. I have other coffee at home that I want to use up first, so it's not that I don't like it because it is tasty. Who knew? I mean, I didn't know until a few weeks ago that I enjoy a little bit of citrus. This Siren Blend advertises citrus and chocolate. I mean, how can you? Delicious. Sorry for the slurping. Today's Wednesday. Oh, today's hump day. I gotta wish my friend a happy hump day. Happy hump day. A day. All right. So, what I noticed yesterday was that some of the videos I shot were a little blurry. I have a pointing at the camera now. The camera has its own little piece of software that sits on my computer. And I didn't realize that some of the settings on that camera were set a certain way, like studio lighting. Let me see if I can. Studio lighting. Watch the difference. And portrait. It blurs the background and it also blurs my face a little. Let's see. Yeah, so anyway, I didn't realize I had all those things set up, but I did, and I turned them off now. So Wednesday is the day. I what I have in store for me today is a lot of uh, catching up. I didn't realize I'd put so many things down, thinking, oh, I'll get back to that in a minute. I have to finish. I have to, yeah. Well, I should probably finish the first draft of my observation. It's more than a week old now, and I also have some files to upload to satisfy a request. And I just got done responding to somebody. I was extolling the virtues of Dutch ovens. And a person online said, well, I just bought a Dutch oven. Do you have any suggestions for recipes? So I searched through and found some and sent them off. So, yeah. And if today, March 12th, 2025, happens to be the anniversary of your birthday, happy birthday. Um, yeah, so Wednesday, today's also a payday. That's nice. Wednesday the 12th. Got to get ready for March 10th. That starts tomorrow. Um, don't know what else to say really. I got a lot of things. I accomplished or finished a number of things yesterday, but just brought to my attention that I had some other things that I want to do that I haven't done yet. So that's what I need to do once I'm done with this. Got my card ready. I think all I need to do now is just nose down and start working. But as all right, you may not know this. Maybe I've said it 100 times before. I don't know. I don't remember. But I come down very clearly on the side of people who are able to work from home or from not the office to have that privilege, assuming that they're accomplishing the goals that they have or the outcomes that they are obligated, responsible for. So I was a recipient of the lecture wasn't pointed at me, but I got to hear it anyway about somebody feeling like if you're not sitting at your desk, that means you're not working. And maybe it's the field work I did in my brief career as a science lab person, or maybe it's the fact that I realized the value of on site observations that give some lie to that comment. And the fact that there are many people, maybe not a majority, but there are many people who thrive in an environment where they can set the conditions. There's a group, and let me see if I can find the um, yeah, it's from the a group called Doist. They're the company that owns the software called Todoist. It's a to do app, as you might have inferred. They have a they have a comment called, well, it's right here. Work async, not ASAP. And that is that, you're a professional. You've been hired to do a particular specific job. You know how to do that job. You shouldn't need supervision. So, I mean, if you can check all those boxes, then why would you need to be tethered to any particular desk? I've had this argument before, and it's probably an argument that I recognize is not particularly fruitful, because the people who feel like you need to be at your desk working will not be easily persuaded otherwise. Their their assumption is that if you're getting great things done at home, just imagine how much better you could be doing if you're sitting at your desk where I can see you. That part they don't say aloud. But I think what it boils down to is they want to look out over their assemblage of desks and see their people working hard. And the information economy doesn't require that anymore. If you ran an assembly line or a factory, then yes, you probably need people on that location working. Probably can't crank your widgets at home as easily as you could standing at the conveyor belt. But if what you need to do is write computer code or crunch spreadsheets or whatever, the thing that I've learned in my lifetime is that if you look around yourself right now, if you're indoors, that space where you are, that cubic space, could be in any building in the universe. So why does it need to be right where it's located? And especially now that there's internet, where you can, if you really need to be doing something at the same time as everybody else, boy, you know what? That pandemic really put a wrench in the works for the must work at my desk people, because now we've got an array of video conferencing options. If you can do your work, that's really the big if. If you're not able to get your work done at home, then working from home is a bad idea for you. But if you can, and your job allows for the possibility, then why would you not? What the pandemic taught us is that a lot of companies are paying for very large buildings because they believe that everybody needs to be in the same location to work. And that's not necessarily true. So imagine the bottom line savings if you didn't have to have a huge building to hold 10,000 people. And what if you only needed to find a building that held 1,000 people and the other 9,000 could work from home? And as long as they're able to meet their targets and finish their jobs, getting the same amount of work, getting the same amount of work done. So, yeah, like I said, this is not an argument that you can easily persuade somebody who's not already ready to believe it. And this person was not. So I just kept my mouth shut because I'm not in the mood to argue about it. I know for myself that I get my work done at home. I get my work done in the office too. In fact, if I had to be candid and honest about it, I would say I probably get less work done in the office than I do at home. But that's probably skewed by the fact that when I go to the office, mostly for meetings, and as we know, meetings, the time devoted to a meeting is not usually high productivity. And I don't. The nature of my work is that the people who are at work on meeting day are probably people I haven't seen for a while. So I'm interested in people's personal lives just as much as they're the thing they do. So I sit and talk with people, and that's not productive, but it's important. You might find later that if you need something done or if somebody else needs a favor, that I'm more likely to do a favor for somebody who's been kind, personable, human than somebody who hasn't. And probably that's what it boils down to is that if you're the people who want to be able to look out on the sea of their employees and feel good about themselves because look at all these people doing my work, the work that I asked them to do. The thing is that maybe if you didn't have such a high opinion of yourself, that you needed to have people sitting in your proximity to feel like there's important stuff happening. Anyway, so work async, not ASAP, if you can. And you can look it up. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. All right. Enjoy your Wednesday. Wish happy hump day to people who celebrate around you. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.